you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina if you're new, and today we are talking about Disney resorts. There are so many places to stay at Disney World. There definitely are a lot of amazing resorts, but I definitely have some favorites. I don't really want to talk about my least favorites just because I don't really have any. I haven't had any horrible experiences at any Disney resort. Anytime that I have stayed on property, I have had a great experience, and if anything bad has happened or unfortunate has happened, Disney is usually pretty quick at fixing the problem and getting you back on your way to have the best vacation ever. So today I'm just going to kind of talk about my favorites. I picked my top 5, and I think I'm just going to go from my number 5 and to my number 1, and my number 1 would be like my all-time favorite. But again, these are all incredible places. Without further ado, let's get into it with my number 5. So number 5 is the Pop Century. This is a value resort. So at Disney World, there are tiers and different types of resorts. So value resorts are the most affordable resorts. And so they're kind of the most basic resorts, for lack of a better word. But I really love the Pop Century. I stayed there a few times within the last few years, and it is really a nice resort. They're doing a lot of remodeling. I know I stayed in I believe it was the 90s, and they had just done full room remodels, and we stayed in one of like the brand new rooms, and it was so nice. It was really spacious. They had a bed that was just a bed, and then they had a pull-out bed that was attached to a table, so when you weren't using it, you could just fold it up into the wall, and then you had a table, and then when it was time to go to sleep, you just pull it on down, and then I believe it was a full or a queen size bed. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a really nice resort. I really like the theming. Some people think that the value resorts are kind of cheesy, but I think that they're a great compromise. You're still at the parks, you still get all the benefits. You get your magic hours, you get Disney transportation, you're close to the parks. So this is definitely one of my go-tos. We do plan a lot of like last minute resort stays, just because we are so close to the parks. So we do have a lot of like last minute vacations that we throw together, like the week before or something like that. And usually we can snag a room at the Pop Century and have a great time. So I would definitely encourage you, if you haven't tried a value resort and you're just looking for a place to kind of ease your way into it, I would definitely stay at the Pop Century. I have nothing but good things to say about it. Okay, so my next resort, my number 4 resort, is going to be the Port Orleans Riverside. I love this resort. Now, I haven't personally stayed here before, but it's definitely on my list. I really want to stay there. Now, the Port Orleans has 2 locations. There's the French Quarter, and then there's Riverside. I haven't stayed at either one, and I really do enjoy both of them. I love the theming of both of them, but if I had to choose, I would definitely pick Riverside. I visited this resort a lot of times. I'm lame and I love arcades. I love air hockey, and I don't know why, I just love Disney arcades in general. And in my opinion, they have one of the best games ever there. They have this air hockey game where it's like they have all these extra little pucks that come out, and it's just really fun and exciting. I actually have a video where I kind of toured around that resort, and that's actually my most viewed video, and I think that just goes to show you that place is awesome, and you should totally check it out if you haven't been there before. They have a really fun scavenger hunt, which this is the first time that I ever went there. I did their scavenger hunt, and it was a really great way to walk around, see the pool, see kind of some remote locations around the around the hotel. Little mini mansions, and they have like gardens, and it's just so pretty. My fiance and I took the little, oh goodness, what are they called? The little bikes that you can rent that you both pedal at. And we took those, and we were able to pedal around the resort and see like the little mini mansions. And I believe they do Disney weddings there, and they have the prettiest garden setup, that are kind of like these walkways right when you're going into where you can stay, in the buildings. And it's just so pretty. I absolutely Love that place. Another fun thing about that resort is you can go fishing there. We went there just to go fishing. It was really, really fun. It was, I believe, like $6 or $7 per person for an hour, and we were able to get our annual pass discount, so that was awesome. And it was just a really fun way to just spend the morning. They have a beautiful quick service place. It's really, really large. There's tons of seating, and it's just a really fun time. That's definitely a resort that you can hang out at and have a lot of fun. There's also a nighttime show inside of their like bar area. I haven't personally visited it yet. I haven't seen the show yet, but I really look forward to seeing it. So yeah, there's so much stuff to do with this resort, and you'll never be bored there, and that's why it's at my number 4. My number 3 resort is going to be the Grand Floridian. I love the Grand Floridian. Again, I haven't stayed there. If I have, it was a long time ago and I just don't remember. I have a lot of vivid memories at the Contemporary and at the Poly, but I don't remember staying at the Grand Floridian. I have a lot of memories at the Grand Floridian, just hanging out and just visiting, taking a break from the Magic Kingdom, hopping on the monorail and just hanging out at the Grand Floridian. It's one of my favorite places during the holidays. It is absolutely gorgeous inside. There's a giant gingerbread house that they sell gingerbread cookies out of, and just bakery deliciousness and all the things that you could possibly want. They have a beautiful tree that's just breathtaking. During Easter, they will have decorated eggs, like giant chocolate eggs that are decorated to like characters or rides, attractions from throughout the parks. It's just breathtaking. I just feel so elegant and relaxed and just happy. It's just a beautiful resort. They have some of the most beautiful views of the castle and the fireworks. It's just incredible. I really like the pools there. I've seen them. They have like a water slide, which is fun. I don't know if I've been to that arcade. I can't give you an arcade vote. But one day I want to do like an arcade crawl. Would you guys watch that if I went to like every park, every Disney hotel arcade, and just like compiled it into one video and then ranked them? I don't know if that's too weird, but that's something I would love to do because I love Disney arcades. Again, I don't know why. I just love them. But yeah, that resort is absolutely beautiful. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I hope to stay there one day. I think that would be really, really fun just because of the views and the easy access to the Magic Kingdom. Staying on the monorail loop is definitely a huge advantage. My number 2 is the boardwalk. I love the boardwalk so much. I cannot explain to you how much I love it. I cannot explain to you why I love it so much. I'm gonna try to, but I love the boardwalk. Anytime that I can visit the boardwalk, I am there and I'm excited because it is such a fun resort. To me, this resort is like massive. It just has so much going on. It's across the water from the Yacht and Beach Club, which I also love those resorts, but the boardwalk it's my favorite. I love it so much. I love the pizza window. I love the fact that it's easy access from Epcot. There's so many times where we will be at Epcot and we just need a break from everything and we will just walk out and go over to the boardwalk, hang out. There's just something about it. I love how I'm gonna paint the picture for you. You just finished at Epcot, it's packed, it's a crazy day. You walk out of Epcot, you walk into the boardwalk, there's benches, there's a beautiful water view, there's buildings, the ESPN restaurant is right there. You can hear the announcers talking about the sports that I know nothing about, but I still love it. There's a photo booth, and then there's just a stretch of just boardwalkness and stores and restaurants, and it's just so fun. I love the little grass area. You can rent bikes and ride your bike throughout the boardwalk, which I feel like that would be fun. I still haven't done that. It's just incredible. And that's not even the hotel part. That's just the leading up to it. It's like a little city almost. You could literally just hang out there all day, which I have before. I've literally gone and just hung out at the boardwalk and had the best time ever. Since the boardwalk is a DVC resort, there is a community hall where you can go and play video games, rent movies. There is an arts and crafts section, which I am a huge crafter, so I really appreciate that. You can go and buy different crafts to do. You can paint pottery, paint mugs, you can paint little magnets. You can color. It's a really nice place to just kind of hang out and relax, and there's usually not a lot of people in the community hall, but I love that place so much. It's one of my favorites. I think if I ever bought DVC, I might consider making that my home resort, just because Epcot's my favorite park, and being that close to Epcot I feel like would be just magical. I don't know. I love that resort so much. I've had so many great experiences there. I feel like for some people that aren't big Disney people, it's kind of weird to hear someone be so excited and passionate over like these hotels, but I'm telling you, if you haven't been to any of them, and even if you just go to Disney and you just kind of hang out at the parks, if you have an off day, go visit a resort that you're not staying at. You are totally allowed to. It's totally allowed. It's kind of hard to get into or stay at. If you're staying at Disney and you have a resort day, I would encourage you to go explore other resorts. There's usually always a quick service restaurant that you can eat at and just kind of hang out at. You can always make reservations to eat at the restaurants. I did not even get into the restaurants because there's so many restaurants that you can eat at all these different places that I've mentioned, but you can always reserve dining at one of the restaurants, and that's a really good way to check out the different hotels. But I encourage you to go check them out and experience them. It's really fun. Disney puts a lot into their resorts. Now, finally, my number one favorite hotel is gonna be the Polynesian. I got engaged at the Polynesian, so I feel like honorary mention. That one has to be my favorite because literally one of the most incredible moments of my life happened at the Polynesian. So obviously it has to be up there. This is another one that is huge. Like, it just, in my eyes, I don't know. For me, when I go there, I just feel like I'm at this massive, huge place, and there's just so much going on. You can get Dole Whip there, which is always really fun. They have the luau dinner that you can go to. They do not have an arcade because their arcade was turned into Trader Sam's. It's like a bar, and that one's really fun. I love the way that it smells in the lobby. One of my best friends, Courtney, shout out to Courtney if you're watching, she got me a candle that is the smell of the Polynesian lobby, and I mean, could there be a better gift? I don't think so. She nailed it on that one, and it smells so good. It's just so relaxing and refreshing. Another really fun thing that I like to do at the Polynesian is rent the little boats. You can drive boats throughout the Seven Seas Lagoon, and that is really fun. You can kind of go over to the different resorts and drive over on your boat. So that is really fun. I would encourage you to do that. That's a really great way to spend like a nice afternoon on the water. You're gonna have incredible views. You can get creepily close to the Magic Kingdom, which I refused to actually drive the boat because I was terrified that I was gonna crash into the ferry boat. But Nick drove the whole time. We didn't have any accidents. So yeah, that place is just incredible, and I really do hope to stay there soon. That's another one that if I ever did DVC, I would probably heavily consider that being my home resort just for the convenience sake of Magic Kingdom. There's tons and tons of other Disney resorts that I really love. I feel like I should have some honorary mentions, but then this video is gonna get way too long. Would ultimately like to make like a video on each resort and just kind of go into more detail about all of the different things that each resort has to offer, because there are so many fun things and there are so many freebies even that you can do at the resorts as a resort day. So I definitely would like to maybe go into depth a little bit more, but I would like to do that once we can go back to the parks and once we can go experience the resorts and kind of walk around and show you guys all these incredible things that I've been talking to you about. So those are my top 5 resorts. Let me know if you guys agree with me on any of these. I would love to know like your number 1 resort or your dream resort, maybe somewhere you haven't stayed but you're looking forward to staying there one day, or maybe just one that you always is just like your go-to. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I look forward to making my next video. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day.